heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever done, to be so in love with you, so alone. Follow me where I go, what I do, who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down, all the way and all around. Take my hand and say you'll follow me. It's long been on my mind, you know it's been a long, long time. I've tried to find a way that I can make you understand the way I feel about you, just how much I need you to be there where I can talk to you when there's no one else around. Follow me where I go, what I do, who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down, all the way and all around. Take my hand and say you'll follow me. You see, I'd like to share my life with you, show you things I've seen, places that I'm going to, places where I've been. To have you there beside me, never be alone. And all the time that you're with me, we will be at home. Follow me where I go, what I do, who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down all the way. Take my hand and I will follow too. It's a long way from LA to Denver. It's a long time to hang in the sky. It's a long way home to Starwood and Aspen, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Oh, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Springtime is rolling round slowly. Gray skies are bringing me down. I can't remember when I've ever been so lonely. I forgot what it's like to be home. Can't remember what it's like to be home. But I think on my lady's sweet memories. I think on my children's sweet smiles. I think on my home at Starwood and Aspen, all my friends and the snow-covered hills. Oh, my friends are the snow-covered hills. Can I tell you I'm happy to be here to share and consider this time, for I see here the shadows of changes and a feeling of new friends to find. And I see here some new friends to find. But it's a long way from this place to Denver. It's a long time to hang in the sky. It's a long way home to Starwood and Aspen, a sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Oh, my sweet Rocky I'll walk in the rain by your side. I'll cling to the warmth of your hand. I'll do anything to keep you satisfied. I'll love you more than anybody can. And the wind will whisper your name to me, little down when you walk by, and morning bells will chime. I'll be there when you're feeling down, to kiss away the tears if you cry. I'll share with you all the happiness I found, a reflection of the love in your eyes. And I'll sing you the songs of the rainbow, a whisper of the joy that is mine. And leaves will bow down when you walk by, and morning bells will chime. I'll walk in the rain by your side. I'll cling to the warmth of your tiny hand. I'll do anything to help you understand, and I'll love you more than anybody can. And the wind will whisper your name to me, little birds will sing along in time. Leaves will bow down when you walk by, and morning bells will chime. So you speak to me of sadness and the coming of the winter, fear that is within you now that seems to never end, and the dreams that have escaped you, and the hope that you've forgotten. You tell me that you need me now, you want to be my friend, and you wonder where we're going, where's the rhyme, where's the reason, and it's you cannot accept. It is here we must begin to seek the wisdom of the children, and the graceful way of flowers in the wind. For the children and the flowers are my sisters and my brothers, their laughter and their loveliness, the clear cloudy day, like the music of the mountains and the colors of the rainbow. They're a promise of the future and a blessing for today. Though the cities start to crumble and the towers fall around us, the sun is slowly fading and it's colder than the sea. It is written from the desert to the mountains, they shall lead us by the hand and by the heart. They will comfort you and me in their innocence and trusting. They will teach us to be free. For the children and the flowers are my sisters and my brothers, their laughter and their
Order filled.
were clear cloudy day, and the song that I am singing is a prayer to non-believers. Come and stand beside us All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I let you down, so many times I played around. And I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Close your eyes, I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About
Order filled.
I won't have to say. Oh, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go, but I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know
Order
when
filled.
I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go.
Order filled. Order filled.
Time is still
Order
hope
filled.
for the future and all that we can be, not what we are.
Order filled.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine look so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always. It's 5 o'clock this morning and the sun is on the rise. There's frosting on the window pane and sorrow in your eyes. The stars are fading quietly, night is nearly gone. And so you turn away from me and tears begin to come. Goodbye again. I'm sorry to be leaving you. Goodbye again. As if you didn't know, it's goodbye again. And I wish you could tell me, why do we always fight when I have to go? Seems a shame to leave you now. Your days are soft and warm. I long to lay me down again and hold you in my arms. I long to kiss the tears away, give you back the smile. Other voices beckon me, and for a little while it's goodbye again. I'm sorry to be leaving you. Goodbye again. As if you didn't know, it's goodbye again. And I wish you could tell me, why do we always fight when I have to go? I have to go and see some friends of mine, some that I don't know, some who aren't familiar with my name. It's something that's inside of me, not hard to understand. It's anyone who listens to me sing. If your hours are empty now, who am I to blame? You think if I were always here, our love would be the same. As it is, the time we have is worth the time alone. Lying by your side, the greatest peace I've ever known. But it's goodbye again. I'm sorry to be leaving you. Goodbye again. As if you didn't know, it's goodbye again. And I wish you could tell me, why do we always fight when I have to go? I've been lately thinking about my lifetime, all the things I've done how it's been. And I can't help believing in my own mind. I know I'm gonna hate to see it end. I've seen a lot of sunshine, slept out in the rain, spent a night or two all on my own. And I've known my lady's pleasures, had myself some friends, spent a time or two in my own home. And I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire, watch the evening tire while all my friends and my old lady sit and pass the pipe around. Talk of poems and prayers and promises, things that we believe in, how sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care, how long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? Days they pass so quickly now, nights are seldom long. And time around me whispers when it's cold. The changes somehow frighten me, still I have to smile. It turns me on to think of growing old. Though my life's been good to me, there's still so much to do. So many things my mind has never known. I'd like to raise a family, like to sail away, dance across the mountains on the moon. I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire, watch the evening tire while all my friends, my old lady, sit and pass a pipe around. Talk of poems and prayers and promises, things that we believe in, how sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care, how long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him, you might say he was born again. You might say he found the key for every door. When he first came to It keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Order filled.
He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun. And he lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity
Order
of the
filled.
Blue Mountain Lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of the simple things
Order
he
filled.
cannot comprehend. While they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poorer man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High,
Order filled.
Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High,
Order filled.
Rocky Mountain High. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found the key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire
order field,
The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun. And he lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High.
Happy New Year, everyone. Whoops, we got another order in there, and we're off to a little rocky start here, a little choppy here this morning. I am Bag of Dawn. This is Stock Market Caddy. It is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, and the markets are open. I guess they're not going to be open on Thursday, the public markets for Jimmy Carter. Isn't that a joke? Maybe a nice man. Although, I heard that not it's I guess it's ill to speak of the dead, so I won't. But from a presidential standpoint, at least he's off the bottom, right? He's been replaced by Biden as got to been the worst. But yeah, old Jimmy Carter. How much shit did he leave us with? Unbelievable. Ay vey. Um, but we are off and running for better or for worse. This YouTube video will come down at 10:30, 1 hour and a half. And because we need the resources. If we get the opportunity, we'll try to tape it. We did yesterday, right? Yesterday we broke away. I think it was about 11:30 yesterday because we had a late start, and we were to the good 1600, and the program went on to make 2900, a little over 2900, profit factor of 1.77. So as you can see, not even a machine can't be always profitable. It can't be always up. I know everyone wants to, you know, you want to hit every golf shot flush. You want every golf shot to be perfect. It's not going to be unless you're Tiger Woods. And even then, probably not going to happen. So you have to learn that. Now, if you want to be in there every day and you think you have control, because you got a mouse in your hand, and because you got Steve Neeson's books on candles, and you got some moving averages, and you got some stochastics, and you got some MACDs, I know what all that is, and maybe throw in some linear regression and put in some Fibonacci stuff, and then put in some other stuff. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You probably have carpal tunnel nerve damage in your hand. Hard way to go. If you're doing it with stocks, which would be, just terrible to do because you're using just way too much capital, to be in not day trading, right? This isn't day trading. No, this is intraday trading. I had a neighbor say that to me once. I don't know how he even knew something, but he must have heard something. Because I don't talk about what we do, and he said something about a day trader, in a pejorative. It's like, nah, we're not day traders. We're intraday traders. So there's a little winning trade there. Um, but I lost my train of thought. I'm like Ted, I go out on the grass. I'm like, what are we out here to do? I don't know. I don't know. I think we're just gonna lay down. My golden retriever. He'll look at you like, what the fuck? What did we come out here for, Dad? Eh. Oh my God. So, but we did finish, nicely yesterday. And for the day, and the win-loss ratio for the machine, um, I think the win-loss ratio is about 56%. So a lot of people think that you can't make money. You can make money with a win-loss ratio even below 50%. It depends upon what you're running and what you're set out to do. So we are a mentoring site for those folks that want to trade mechanically, who want to trade ideally robotically, would like to trade as a business, would like to get rid or at least minimize the emotions of fear and greed, and trade the the money flow for cash flow. Oh, I guess where I was going was that if you're intraday trading or even swing trading stocks, if you take, you got a stock that's trading at 200, which many of them are 100, even 100, that's $10,000. You 200, you're talking $20,000 of capital. And then there's clearing. Some days it's 1 day, 2 day, 3 days settlement. They got all kinds of rules, that if trade um, what is it, 5 times in 5 days, you get tagged by the government and your brokerages as a patterned day trader. Ooh. And if you get tagged as a patterned day trader, then you must have a minimum of $25,000 of capital, or they won't put your trades through. So you got all kinds of stuff. It's not tax efficient. It's not encouraged. I don't encourage it. If you want to, buy stock for an investment for a year or two, I get it, fine, go for it. We got tools to do that. We certainly do. You just slow them, same tools, you just slow them down. Show you some unbelievable trades for that if that's what you wanted to do, or investments. Certainly can do that. And but it's just not terribly tax efficient, to be doing it. Now, if you want to be trading stock and you want to be um, more active and get better use of your capital, then we would suggest, don't recommend, suggest the use of options. Now, options traded out of Chicago, different than futures. They're at the CBOE. You've got to get the direction right. You got to get the direction right. You got to get the timing right. Timing. And you got to get the implied volatility right. A lot of people that trade options don't, appreciate that. You get the implied volatility wrong. You could either, if you're a seller of option, you may not be making enough money to make it worth your while. And if you're a buyer of options, you may be overpaying. So you got to deal, and that's the proverbial, the Greeks, the time, everyone's familiar with the time decay, but you also got, implied volatility decay or spike or whatever. Depends upon what direction and what you're trying to achieve. So we're big fans of options. We got great tools for trading options. They're a great way to go. We just choose not to trade them real actively. What do I mean by that is we don't, when we put our trades on, we're not intending to take a profit the same day, right? We're usually putting them on 35 to 45 days and just keep rolling them, or, managing them. So it's a different cat. It's a different animal. They're not, I don't, it isn't a question of them being easier. I think some people are under the impression that options are easier than futures. I wouldn't say that at all. I don't think they're easier. I don't think they're harder, um, but they're just different. But I wouldn't be trading options. Sometimes I'll hear people say, well, I don't want to trade futures because my risk is in control. Oh, that's not right. Of course it is. You can control your risk. And we're doing that here and now. Now, if this risk is too big for you, right? We're trading one mini contract, and you're looking like, oh my goodness, he's down $1,000. Um, you can be trading micros, and so they're 1/10 the size. So instead of being down, 1,000, we'd be down 100. Yesterday, instead of being net positive at the end of the day, 2,900, we would have been up $290 as an example. So it is scalable. So you should know that. Also, you don't have the pattern day trader rules. You don't have that $25,000 minimum account either. You also have greater access. You have greater liquidity. And with futures, you don't have to deal with any of the Greeks. Why are less than 10% of the American public trading futures? Because, well, I'm not saying you guys because you're here, so please don't take it personally, but they're lazy. They're just flat out lazy. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered. They just like everything else. You know, you know, you have them in your neighborhood, you have them everywhere. They just want to get paid for something that they don't work for. They just want to be, and you know, it is what it is. They want to put all their money into Bitcoin and believe in a fantasy, because Bitcoin has gone from, 10 cents to $100,000. Okay. Some people hit the lotto. Some guy last week hit the lottery in California for 1.6 billion. Okay. So it can happen. Is it likely to happen again? Is Bitcoin likely to go to 1 million or 10 million? I don't think so, folks. Could it go to zero? Yeah, it could. Yeah, it absolutely could. Could some of these stocks do that? Yep, absolutely. Yep. And the machine just took a nice profit there. So we're still standing strong. And this is what a machine will do. I'm chatting with you and giving you a chance to see it. First thing is, not all your brokerages will let you do this, right? Not all your countries will let you do this. So some countries don't let you do it. So that's one thing. If you want to be an annual member to Stock Market Caddy, if you want to be an annual member and you want these tools as well as many, many other tools that we have on your desktop, then you will need to have TradeStation. And ideally, you'll have the same version of TradeStation that we have here in the States. So you would want to find that out, if you were watching from another country. We watch here. But the machine is following strict rules that we have defined for it, and it can make adjustments during the day. We can make adjustments during the day. We can adjust our leverage. We can adjust our direction. There's a lot of different things that we can do. Always in the back of my mind, I do have a daily plan. I have a weekly plan. I have a monthly plan. I know what it is. It's very, very simple. It's imprinted on me, and I know where I am so that when we're not performing, I know, if I have to make some adjustments or do I want to stop? So we're not, we present this in a game-like fashion, but it's very serious. We are trading to make money. and not to hurt ourselves. Now, Swing Machine, we're not trading. Now, there will be a week or two that when we punch up, we're going to try to showcase different things, some different tools that we do, so we don't get stale and just doing one thing. But ever present, and you'll always see Swing Machine up here, different formats. Let me just show you. You could have been following Swing Machine. You could have had Swing Machine optimized. Whoops, that's a little too heavy there. Um, and Swing Machine went short the NQ at 850 this morning. At 850. Now at 850, to have shorted the NASDAQ futures contract, you would have had to have a minimum of $19,000. Oh, no, excuse me, $24,000. I forgot they've adjusted the margin. I think at last count, I think it's about $24,000. Well, bagger, I thought you said I didn't need to have 25,000. Well, at 9 o'clock, the intraday margin to get on this is 1900. So you may not have gotten that exact price if you waited till 9, but let's say you waited till 9. So you may not be up 2100, you may be up 2000. So you would have just turned, 2400 into 2400 into, $2,000. You nearly doubled your money. In how long? 850, 950, in an hour and 10 minutes. So I don't know how long you're going to wait to double your money on Bitcoin. 10 years, 5 years, you're going to have a 50% draw. I mean, it's just, it is like everything else in life. You know it to be the case, right? I talk about it in golf. It frustrates me because one of the things that I don't like about golf is I love the game. I love the courses. I love to be out, but I work at it. I work at it. And a round of golf to me should be played, if you just, getting around and you keep moving, really 3 hours, 3.5. But you'll have people that'll go out, especially during this time of the year, because they're home, because they're on vacation, and they want to get out, get away from the kids, and they grab the clubs. They haven't been practicing, they don't have the game, and they go out, they run up the price to play, and then they get in front of me. And and the drill, right? The guy is, you know, lining up his drive for 20 minutes and and spraying balls all over the place. And he's, and of course he's got to play from the tips. He should be playing from the old man tees. And they're drinking and they're smoking and I can't even get through a round in 5 hours. I won't play, right? I just won't do it. And it drives me crazy. Um, but it's part of the part of it, I guess. But those are the same people that come into the market. And/or want to tell you or tell me. I always get a kick out of that. They want to tell me how the market works. Oh, okay, fine. And I listen. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's great. Um, sure, whatever. Mm, the guy who's, 25 years old and, I got a boutique broker and, I don't want to take on too much risk. I don't want to take on, I want to be in the market for the long term. So I'm going to buy myself some stock in Verizon because it pays a dividend. I mean, when you're 25 or in your 20s and you're living your life, your investment life or your other life, like you're 60, or some 65-year-old. I mean, I don't even think you should be living your life as if you're 60 like you're 60. Live your life. There's no age, you know. I mean, age will do it. There's Abby. Here she is, beeping her toys. So you're never too young, you're never too old. Um, but if you're going to take up an endeavor, why we do the YouTube videos is to show you what it might look like, from day to day, create some awareness as to who we are, and and to show you, to give you a glimpse. but we're not doing it to necessarily, pass out trades and, pick off a trade here or there. And if you're doing that online, I mean, have fun, but just know you probably might be better off just going to the casino and playing red or black or something. Um, we're doing this incrementally, 20 trading days in a month, $100 a day is, 2 grand. But whatever it is your plan is, you've also got to calculate if I'm wrong and I lose every single trade, what might that cost me? Well, what might that cost me? So if your goal is to make $1,000 a day, all right, that's good. That's admirable. But are you prepared to lose $1,000 a day over X number of days? I mean, how far? How long? How deep are your pockets? How deep is your stamina? How deep is your experience? You know, I don't know. But you need to be prepared on the other side. Just wanting just wanting something, just trying to will something into existence. I'm all for a positive mind and a positive outlook, but just willing it to happen isn't, I'm not going to, hit the golf ball, don't laugh, but 260 yards off the tee just by willing it to happen. You know, for those of you that hit 300, don't laugh. I don't hit the golf ball 300 yards unless I'm in Colorado. Any questions, let us know. We're going to let you watch. We'll see, and I root for it. I want to see it. I'd like to see it positive by the time we sign off. We will have to sign off at 10:30. So you've got, for another 15 to 20 minutes. If you want us to punch any particular market in, let us know. We're about to get another order. There it is. See, that showed up right at the time that that little C point long showed up. And that's what we're trading, the C point long, C point short. And it's a little scalping strategy that can do pretty good in a little choppy market. And we'll see how we do today. Okay, I can see the machine actually missed a little trade there. I could manually come in, and I might do that here. Let me see if I can get it in here. Um, let's it missed it. I can see it. And it may have been, now the machine is a machine and it's very precisely defined and it could have been off by a tick or two. It was right in here. And the indicator, gives us the C point, which it recognized, but the strategy didn't recognize it. And that may have been on account of just being off by a tick. Now, because I know what the strategy is, and as a member, you would know what the strategy is, and you would know how and why it's working and what it's doing. So when you're sitting here, you could, manually trade it. So what I want to do is I don't want the machine to double me up here. So I better get in here and I'm going to disable the strategy. There it is. So I've disabled the strategy, and now I'm going to, let's see here. Oop, something's not right here. Bear with me. And I'm going to put a break even on this. So I will sometimes do this. There's an opportunity here. And so bear with me. I've got to get a stop on this trade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a break even stop on it. And you're going to see up in the window, when I put the stop on, you're going to see a little asterisk shows up. And so I'm going to guarantee that I make money on this trade. So I'm going to put a little break even in there. There it is. There's a little asterisk. You see it right after NQH25, the little asterisk. So we have a little stop in there. And I'm going to just let that cook here a little bit because it looks kind of good to my eye here. So, she just couldn't, the shorts couldn't take it much below here. There were a couple little buys here, and we might get a run up here, and if we can get above here and a low volume squeeze today before New Year's, and we got a guaranteed winning trade, maybe we can clean up this little mess and have ourselves a profitable session here. So that's what I've done. So that's what I mean by now what type of trade is this? I just described what I did, why I did it. It's a little unusual, but the machine, should have picked it up, but it didn't. But so I'll go ahead and pick it up. So if the machine didn't place the trade, then I placed it. That would be a mechanical trade. I did it for mechanical reasons. And yeah, it would have actually hit a profit target had it gone in. It would have picked up, but that's okay. It's all right. I saw a story. I sent it out to our members last night. I sometimes mention the company Intuitive Surgical that has a surgical robot. And there was a story out yesterday about Intuitive Surgical, the robot. And now they have the robots watching the surgical procedures of another robot and learning from the other robot and then doing and mimicking the surgery. Like wild. That's great. It's great stuff. Now, they said in the article, we're not trying to replace the surgeon. We're not. We're trying to make his life or her life easier, and we're trying to improve their surgical outcomes. If you think in 5 years, I think it's going to be less than 5 years, that you're going to be calling a broker or a broker. If you are a broker or a broker, I mean, your days are numbered. I mean, you're going the way of the buggy whip. I mean, maybe it's going to be slower because I don't know, but this this is where it is. And it's always been here, folks, right? It's always been here. It's just that the technology wasn't available to do this until 2000. And that's when Susan and I started. Nobody's doing this back then. And there's very few people doing it now. But doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Only matters what you're doing. Does not matter. So this trade has a guaranteed profit in here. So it is a free trade, right? I'm not going to lose money on this individual trade, but I'm going to let this thing run, right? So this is where, your own mechanical trading skills. If you have good mechanical trading skills and you are shadowing the machine, you're going to get better and better. They're going to help you. And then you're going to be able to help the machine because you're going to begin to see things like, well, maybe I could do this done. Maybe I could do that. Maybe, and it may be different, right? I mean, one day you can hit a 7 iron, 100 and don't laugh, 155 yards to the pin. The next day, you may have to hit a 5 iron there because the wind is in the face. It's going to be different. If you are looking to play the exact same golf game from day to day on the exact same course, I mean, what fun is that? And that's not realistic. It isn't going to play the same. That's why, I mean, I play virtually the same course all the time, and it's always different. So if you're out there, learning your candles and, I want to do this with the candles and I want to trade the same stock and, and I want to be done in an hour, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. So you got to just kind of relax and get more flexible, open up your mind to some things. Don't get frustrated, don't get mad, and get disciplined and get an education. The Nigerians aren't going to teach you this shit. No, they're not. They're not. They're gonna pump. I was looking. I'm not gonna. I won't settle on them, but I was looking at memberships of what other people are doing. I mean, it's kind of crazy. They're expensive. They're very expensive, and they give you like 2 option trades a week or something. First thing is, we don't do that per se, um, because we want to encourage you to pick your own options. Pick your own alerts. Teach you how to set up your own alerts. Not my alerts, not Susan. Susan has her own alerts. She has her own bank. She wants to play her own game. I don't want to be you know, if you're going to go out and play golf, I mean, you want to have your own clubs. You want to play your own game, don't you? Somebody else hitting the clubs. Kind of silly, but they do it, right? So whatever. Um, so we are now rocky start, but from the account, it feels a little better. We are profitable, right? But we're going to let this go because, you know what? The machine struggled a little bit. It was supposed to put in an order here. It didn't. It missed it by a tick. I saw it. I was a little bit late. I put the trade in, and what was I looking at? I can just show you. Um, a couple of things, and this is the sort of thing that we can do over and over again in the Q school. Bear with me. I'm getting a marker. So I was looking at this area right here. Here's the ball marker right in here, right? And the machine struggled in here. See this whole area in here? They couldn't take it down. And if they can't take it down, they'll generally have an area to take it up. Now the machine took this trade in here and it made a little bit of money. And then it should have taken a trade right here because of that C point. And the strategy didn't take it. And that's how do I put it? The strategies are very, very good. The indicators are very, very good, but sometimes they can miss something by the narrowest of margins. I'm talking like 1 or 2 ticks. So the indicator got it, but the strategy didn't see it. Must have been off by a tick. But I saw, oops, okay. And that was a rapid decline, wasn't it? And we just chopped out. That's okay. Machine, nope. Oh, I turned it off. Okay, so that's fine. I forgot I turned it off. So that rejected that very, very quickly. Um, yeah, and I when I put the machine on, so I put the trade in like we're probably right in here, thinking that we could make that run up. We did, but that was a very sharp rejection of that price. So to critique my own, maybe I should have taken that profit there. Um, we were in there explaining, but that's okay. That's not gonna, break the bank. It didn't. Now the machine would have taken another profit in here. I got to make a decision. Do I want to mechanically trade or do I want the machine to trade, right? So I was okay getting in here, but now we're in the middle. I don't want that stress in my life. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to turn the machine back on. So let me clear all that writing. That happened very quickly, didn't it? And let's get the program back on. So it's okay. You can and now we're going to move from, from mechanical trading to back to robotic, where I'd prefer to be, so I don't have to make any decisions. And I am certainly not, when we're doing the YouTube, we'll describe some things, right? But when I'm trading during the day, I'm not, if we're in if we're in Q school, that's intense, right? That is exhausting. Going to be exhausting for you, going to be exhausting for me. We're going to work as hard, if not harder than you, and we work very hard. But during normal trading hours, and Susan's doing the same thing. She's just reacting and just doing, and not describing. Folks, it's 10:30, and if you don't I'm going to wait a few minutes. We came on at about 9:15. We're only going to be coming up for about an hour or so each day is the plan, to give you a view, for better or for worse, right? I would have liked to have been up 800 and see you there, but we'll try to tape it the rest of the day. And we'll try it. We'll try. I'm going to be careful about making promises. But we'll try to upload, the outcome. Um, we have multiple accounts, and there's the strategy, right? So the strategy is back in, um, and on. Market's getting a little choppy here, and New Year's Eve day is probably going to be a tough, tough session, but we'll see. Um, if you have any questions, though, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll wait a few minutes because you're on YouTube delay, and we thank you for the likes. Push the notification button. We just got notified by YouTube. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but they said, "Congratulations, Stock Market Caddy, you are now monetized." We hit some sort of threshold of sorts. Like I say, I don't even know fully what it means, but we thank you for stopping by, and let us know if you have any questions. And we wish you a happy and safe new year. Okay, folks, we're going to say thank you. I was on the phone and there don't seem to be any other questions. We're going to need to shut down, but we'll videotape. We'll try to give you an update. If you send us an email and say, "Hey, Don, how did that session, the rest of the session go?" I'll make sure that you get it personally. Again, when we do these, we're not trying to prove an outcome. We're not. We don't know exactly what the market's going to do. I'm not surprised that it's a little bit choppy, but I'm still pretty confident that we can more than work our way back to a profitable state. We're still profitable for the week. It's kind of a crappy little week because of the holiday right in the middle. And then I think they got, a banking holiday for Jimacata. What a disaster he was. Little do people know and appreciate that guy set us on a path that we all paid for dearly. It's great for the neocons, not great for America. Happy New Year, Sil.